I've had it. It's been a year, right? I need to know the date. You might not be able to find it now, but we'll find it later. Last season, I went on a rant. When the Mets were 11 games under 500, I lost it. Because I said, how dare this team go ahead and spend all this money in the offseason and go think and go try to sell to us that they're a playoff team, and look at this garbage that they have on the field. Well, they went ahead and was the best team in baseball from that point on. Well, here's what I'm trying to say now. We have the reverse. They are 11 games over 500 right now, but they've lost 8 of 9. And as a Met fan, I am over it. I'm over it for multiple reasons. Let's go ahead and discuss it. They just got swept by the Guardians. Guardians not a good team. They're not a good team. We almost got no hit if it wasn't for Dan Juan Soto's home run in the ninth inning, right? At home. Were we home? Mm-hmm. Yeah, at home. You lost 8 of 9 games. It's only by the grace of the baseball gods that you're still in the race for the playoffs. So look at how the tables have turned, right? You have one season where you're 11 games under 500 and you stink. And then you have this season now where you're 11 games over 500 and you stink. So let's go ahead and unpack to see why they're so bad, right? Lindor, he's forgotten how to hit. Pete's hitting a little bit. The bottom of the lineup can't hit for shit. I already told you, McNeil, pack your bags. So, what's his name? Vientos, pack your bags. Beatty, play good defense, but you can play it in China. I'm done with it. And what's that dude? What's his name? Cedric Mullins? Send his ass back to Baltimore. He's got, what, 1 hit since he's been a Met? What are we doing? Tyler Rogers in the bullpen. The first appearance he had, he gives up a run. We lose the game. Hell's Bells he's been great, right? But then we had Diaz ball game the other day. What's going on with this vaunted bullpen that we're supposed to have? You made me miss Jose Buto. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing at this point? You don't get a starting pitcher, right? We have no starting pitching. So you get all this we got the bullpen, right? It's supposed to be the best bullpen in baseball. So why are we still trekking out Frankie Montas to pitch? Oh, and here's another thing too. Sean Manaea want my money back. We should get the money back for him too. Is there a refund deal? Is there a refund clause on a contract? The man fleeced us. He fleeced us. He had 1 good season, right? Want to go ahead and show emotion, go cry, I love me, and the Mets, and want to step back, yeah. He just fleeced us. He's horrible. Man can't get through 3 innings. We got 1 pitcher on the whole staff that can go 6. 1. David Peterson is the only pitcher in the last 50 starts to average 6 innings every out. You know what the rest of the rotation is averaging? 4.2 innings a start. You had Mendoza come out the other day and said, "Oh yeah, I think we're gonna put some bullpen guys before Montas before." Then why is he there? I've never heard of a starting pitcher have to have chasers. Have to have chasers before they actually play the damn game. The fuck are we doing? And don't even get me started with hitting, right? I talked about it a little bit, but why is Jeremy Barnes and Eric Chavez still here? That's what I want to know. What pictures does he have on Cohen? What does he have? How is he still here? I remember Chili Davis got fired mid-season. Players didn't even know it. They showed up to the ballpark. Hey, where's Chili? Oh, he's gone. How is this guy still here? You've had the worst stretch of runners in scoring position scoring for the last 2.5 years. And yet he's still the hitting coach. People get fired for less. There's sometimes you see pitchers, they go through a rut, right? Where the whole pitching staff sucks. And guess what? News comes down, pitching coach has been demoted. Been fired, relieved of their duties. He's still here. And it's not even one of them. There's two of them. They both suck. Let me tell you something. I've always thought of a hitting coach as a guy that was a great hitter. That could be able to pass on the information to somebody else to be able to tell them stuff. Hey, if Keith Hernandez can be able to come down and consult, great. I'd love to hear from Keith. If David Wright wants to give the young guy some information about how to approach the plate, great. If Mike Piazza wants to come down and go give some instruction, great. Fucking Eric Chavez, what did he do in his career to be here? Man was mid at best. You know why I knew that the fix was in? That this whole hitting staff is stupid? It's the fact that when poor Alvarez broke the bone in his hand, lost his confidence, couldn't do nothing, got sent down to AAA and said, yo, just go get right. Go get right. Go figure it out. He's down there with a new hitting instructor, and what does he do? 9 home runs in 10 games. Oh! Shock. That he goes down there to somebody who actually knows how to hit and told him, just go back to your old swing, bro. Don't worry about this short, compact garbage that they were teaching you up there. He comes back up to the minors now, and to the majors now, and he acts like he can't speak English. Anytime Chavez comes to him, you gotta speak to my interpreter. I can't talk to you. I want no parts of you. So why is he still there? Soto looks lost to the plate. You know why? You had Mendoza say it yesterday. He said, our approach is shot. Well, you know who teaches approach? Your hitting coach. And it's amazing how you have two of them, and they're both idiots. Then why are they still here? Even if it doesn't make a difference for the rest of the season, fire them anyway. Send a message. He's no Jeremy Hefner. I've seen Jeremy Hefner take garbage off the street and turn them into good pitchers. Name me one player in the 3 years that Eric Chavez has been a hitting coach. I will wait. Anybody can answer this question. Whoever listens to this, give me one player that has thrived under Eric Chavez. One. Anyone?
Can't think of.
Not one.
No.
But yet we have him as a hitting coach.
For what was supposed to be an offensive powerhouse.
Right. Offensive powerhouse team is supposed to be murderer's row. Can't score. Everything's a 6-4-3 double play. Everything. So as a Met fan, how am I supposed to feel? How am I supposed to be? I'm supposed to still be confident? Oh, calm down. We have people like Sal Licata. Calm down, Mets fans. I will not. I will not. Because the thing is, the part that should have been fixed wasn't fixed. We can't pitch. The bullpen wasn't really the problem. It was the starting pitcher. We can't get to the damn bullpen. The bullpen was taxed because they had to come in 3-4 innings. You need a pitcher that can be able to go at least 6. Can't even have that. Senga looks garbage. He looks like he's washed. The injuries are starting to pile up on him. Send him back. I'm all right with that. Get your money back, send him back. Mania, tell him, send his ass back and send a refund. Send it back. It's just like Amazon. When you open the package, right? You go ahead and say, I don't want this no more. You take it right back to the Amazon store. You don't even have to box up the thing that you just give it to them. You need this in a box, sir? No, just give it to me. It's fine. And they throw it in a big ass dumpster. They don't care about that stuff. That's how we need to do with the pitches. Just send back the money. You go wherever you gotta go. It's just ridiculous. 11 games over 500 and I feel like this. And who do you have coming into town? Huh? Who do we have to play? The team that got the best record in all of baseball. The Brewers are coming to town. Or we're going there, wherever the hell they at. And you know what's going to happen? I don't even expect them to win a game. I don't. Because you got the same garbage in that's going there. It's the same garbage. There's no change. You still got that dumbass hitting coach that's going to go on that plane and sit there like everything is fine. How can any Met fan be okay right now? There's no cohesion to the lineup. We don't have a leadoff hitter. We don't have any type of cohesion at the bottom of the lineup. There's no wheel happening. So that means that guys at the top of the lineup can't get runners in because there's no runners on base. Anytime Soto hits a home run, it's a solo shot. You ever realize that? Oh, Viento's starting to hit a little bit. I don't care. Send him wherever you got to send him. I hope this offseason, this is a lesson to David Stearns. Stop shopping in the bargain bazaar aisle. I've had enough of it. You've had ample amount of time. You see what's going on with the Toronto Blue Jays right now? They look pretty good. You know why? Because you got guys like Santander that they went ahead and paid. Go get him. Why couldn't you get him? He was there. There's a whole bunch of players that were there to the taking. I want people to start operating like the San Diego Padres. That GM is the smartest GM in baseball. People want to clown him and say, why would you give up the number 3 prospect in all of baseball? Why not? I don't care about prospects. I care about people who actually have a baseball card and I can be able to see what the hell they've done on their baseball card in their life. That's what I care about. Oh, this guy is a perennial 30 home run hitter? Yeah, go give me him. Rather than me have to say, well, I hope that this kid can be able to be good. He has great launch angle and exit velo. Who cares? I don't care about none of that. You should have went to go get me some damn pitchers that you know can be able to go 6 and 7. If you had to trade trade them all. I don't care who it is. Get people in here that can be able to play. Because if you're just hoarding prospects, what are you hoarding them for? You see what's going on in San Diego? The reason why he can be able to trade off the number 3 in baseball prospect to go get Mason Miller, you know why he can do that? Because they recruit well. They have a great scouting department. So they don't give a shit about giving up their draft picks. They'll go find somebody else. Whether it be internationally or in the States. They're good. That's what prospects are there for. Oh, it's great. Oh, man, this kid's so good. Oh, man, he's had 40 home runs out here. Oh, great. Ship him to wherever you gotta ship him to and get you what you need. That's what you need him for. That's what prospects are. Some don't work out. You think about what happened when we had Edwin Diaz. We traded Edwin Diaz. We got Robinson Cano in that deal, and we traded off Jared Kelenic. Where is he now? Huh? Who won that trade? Jared Kelenic is no longer with the Mariners. You know where he is? I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you because it doesn't matter. Well, we have the best closer in baseball. You understand what I'm saying? Go get you sure talent that you know are going to be good because they have a history and a track record of that. instead of you going to, well, we're going to shore up the bullpen. How can you get to the bullpen if you got starters that are giving up 6 runs in 2 innings? So by the time the game starts, the game's over. You ever hear that phrase, grand opening, grand closing? That's exactly what's been going on. I didn't even watch the last game. It was on my phone. I was checking. Let me see the score. What's going on here? Right? 3rd inning. They're already down 3-0. I'm like, what's happening? And you would think that a team that has Juan Soto, Frankie Lindor, Pete Alonso, all of these good bats, you would think that 3 runs, we'll get it back. 3 runs is a death sentence for the Mets. 1 run is a death sentence. They can't even get a hit. And yet Eric Chavez and Jeremy Boss, they're just sitting there. What? I wouldn't even sit next to him in that damn dugout. If I'm there taking BP before a game and he comes over there, you already know how the hitting instructors come. They like to stand over your shoulder and hey, how you doing? You ain't got nothing else to do, man. Go talk to somebody else. I'm good over here. Thank you. He should have no influence on this lineup right now. He's been here too long. No results. I don't even know how that team got to the NLCS last year. But guess what happened when we got there? When runners in scoring position needed to be scored, nothing happened. Because he got nothing for him. Hey, Eric, what's the game plan today? I don't know. Swing. Don't strike out. Thanks, Eric. Great advice. This is why we stink. This is why Mark Vientos looks lost. Why Brett Beatty looks lost. McNeil always looks lost. But he really looks lost now. And now poor Cedric Mullins is coming here like, hey, let me go ahead and try to see if I can help this team. And now you got Eric Chavez, ruin him too. Just got here. I never thought that anybody can ruin Juan Soto. He's ruined. Fire him. Listen, I am not somebody who's an advocate to be able to just fire people. I get it. These are human beings. They have livelihoods, they have children. I get it. Oh, great. But you can't be here no more. Because you're costing this team a season. If the Mets don't make the playoffs, heads will roll. Many. I can see Senga being moved. I can see Sean Manaea being moved. I can see Clay Holmes. They're not going to answer the phone for him. The hell's wrong with him? Can't find the strike zone and can't go 4 innings. What the hell are we paying for? Well, because David Stearns thinks he's the genius, I'm going to go ahead and go pay Clay Holmes $12 million a season to be a pseudo starter. You get what you pay for. You get exactly what you paid for. You could have went to go get some other pitchers out there that were pretty good. You went to go get him because you want cheap talent that you can be able to reclamate. This ain't no damn reclamation project, the Mets. This ain't the Brewers. And newsflash, the Brewers been doing pretty good without your ass. Not that hard over there. They're doing pretty fine. Having their prospects come up and pitch. And that's what we're getting to right now. If you want pitching, how about you go into your farm system and you go take the 3 best pitchers that we have down there and call them up? Because guess what? September is coming, right? September call-ups are a month away. Just do it now. Nolan McLean, you have Brandon Sproat, and Jonah Tong. Call them all 3 up. All of them. You put Clay Holmes in the damn bench. You send Frankie Montas to space, and you say, Senga, we don't need you right now. Let those 3 kids pitch. Whatever happens, whatever. I would rather risk my season on the backs of those children than the bums that we have pitching right now. Because I know what they're going to do. I know what they're going to do. But at least we can be able to have some type of life to this team. This team is dead. Deader than the pets that I see. I can't do it. This is painful. And I know what the problem is. This is the whole point. I know what the problem is. Fire the coach, not the manager. Fire the hitting coach. Just send him packing. Because sometimes just a different voice and a different approach will make the guys feel like, oh, I have a fresh start. Here's a question for you, Silent Assassin. Have you heard any of the players go to bat for Eric Chavez?
Oh, not a word. I hear a lot good things about Mendoza and Hefner, but never a word about Chavez.
That's the question. I've never heard, and I could be wrong, right? But I've never personally heard any of them say, Chavez guy's pretty good. You know, we're just not doing what we got to do, but you know we're in it. We're here with Andy or whatever it is. I hear nothing.
Like a lot of people want to come here to pitch because they hear such great things about Hefner.
Right.
Mendoza obviously first time last year, but all great things. For the past
it's
2
true.
years. Never Chavez.
Silent Assassin hit the nail on the head. You have people that come in here, man. I've heard such great things about Jeremy Hefner. You know, respect Carlos Mendoza. Not a word about Eric Chavez. Not a word. Why is that? Ain't nobody saying, oh, man, I'd love to start working with Chavez because, you know, he's done great things with the organization with these young kids. There's nothing to talk about. He's the guy on the couch. Oh, who's this guy? Hey, he just lives here. Does he pay rent? No. That's nothing. I'm sick of it. We need answers as a fan base. Steve Cohen is very good at talking to the fan base, tweeting, whatever it is. We need answers on Eric Chavez. Why is he still there? If you have 3 years worth of data and know how bad this team has looked, even when they were playing well last season, even when they were the hottest team in baseball, they still could not drive runs in. They were just getting timely hits and kind of putting those hits together. They were getting great pitching at that point. Yeah, we had one of the best starting pitching in all of baseball at that point. Lindor was red hot. That doesn't mean that the entire team was. There was runners at second and third, 2 outs. You already knew what was happening. Pop up, strike out. I got nothing. So I don't want to hear any pundits. I don't want to hear any commentators. I don't want to hear any media personalities telling Met fans to calm down. No, we shouldn't. I don't care. I am not an advocate of booing your team, but I think you have the right to now. The garbage that we've been fed over the last 2 months has been enough. This team has been garbage for 2 months. You've had little pockets of success here, a little 5-game winning streak here, a little 6-game winning streak here, but then they'll go ahead and lose 8 of 9. How can anybody be happy about that? They don't deserve to be in the playoffs right now. They don't. And if they do get the playoffs, I hope that they're one of those teams that are one and done. Matter of fact, I hope that they are the road team in the wild card round, so they don't even go home. You stay your ass on the road and lose. That's what I want. You don't deserve to be in the playoffs. Look around that clubhouse. Look at the people that are in that clubhouse. Look at the bullpen. Y'all look at each other and say, enough. Grow some nuts and play some baseball. I don't understand it. Any thoughts?
I second everything you said. It's definitely a difficult, like, it just feels different. Like, this whole season, even, you know, the past 2 months, I'm like, oh, like, they're still in it, which they are, but this past, you know, this past week and a half watching has been extremely difficult. Or just, like, internally, I'm like, they're done. Like, the team just looks out of it. They look tired. You know, even... I was saying, like, even if they do make it to the playoffs, I don't see them going very far.
No.
It just doesn't feel like they have, like, that connection, that chemistry, which I don't, you know, I don't know what the situation is. Like, obviously, people left last year. That could have been, you know, the tying them together, and then it's just not here this year. So... they definitely need to make a big change. I know on Carlos Mendoza, I feel like he's being a little bit soft in his interviews, but you know, also at the end of the day, it's not the problems aren't fully on him. So how can he answer those questions? Like, how come the hitting's not doing good? Like, that's not really not his
problem.
Yeah, like, he is the manager, but they gotta make a change in the front office, and then kind of make some decisions and let people go.
Yeah.
Not Mendoza. Mendoza stays, but the hitting coach has gotta...
both of them.
Gotta go.
Both of them. And the biggest thing for me is that you go ahead and you try to be the smartest guy in the room, David Stearns. You should have never let Iglesias walk. Mm-hmm. He should be on this damn team. He was if Grimace, right? Iglesias. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, was the story of the Mets. It wasn't you. It was Iglesias that got that team together, bonded that team together, and they went on that run. So you go ahead and you don't re-sign him. Why? Sometimes you need guys that are not this analytical driven guy. Right? There's no data, there's no metrics as to why it fucking works. But it works for you. Everybody likes him. You kept Marte around because, one, you can't find a trade for him, but two, that he's a veteran presence in the locker room, and it matters. What do you think Iglesias was?
It literally reminds me of the 101 season where they had great chemistry. Toward the end, obviously, they had some problems.
Yeah.
But that team, chemistry-wise, was, like, electric. And
they loved each other. They looked like they liked each other.
So that's like the 2024, and then the following year you have all this talent, like, oh, we're going to do great things,
right.
And they were horrible.
Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah. And
it's not as bad, but it's very similar.
Yeah. Actually, in the off-season, Nick Castellanos was on a podcast, and they were talking about, like, oh, who do you think should have won NL MVP? Because it was kind of Ohtani, obviously well-deserved, but... right. There was, like, Lindor should win because he's, for his team, was a MVP better than the Dodgers were stacked. And he's like, oh, Jose Iglesias should have won it. Because he's like, that he made the Mets go to 2 games away from the World Series. It was all on him. So even, like, you see players from other teams saying, like, oh, this guy is making this team what it is.
He brought, when you looked at that dugout, every game last year, it was like a party. Mm-hmm. Like, those guys were having so much fun. No matter if they were down 5 runs, they had this energy that they knew that we'll come back. Mm-hmm. And how many comeback wins did they have last year? Yeah. A ton. So again, when you have this analytical bullshit in your front office, now I'm not saying that Stearns is not a good po' bowl. He's good. He's great. But there's certain times where you see it and it's just like, dude, everything can't be on a fucking paper. It's a feeling. Sports is about chemistry. Baseball is about chemistry. We've seen teams that are not so talented get very far based on chemistry and timing. You had that last year and you didn't keep it together. Why would you go ahead and re-sign Jesse Winker but not bring back Iglesias? Make it make sense to me. Mm-hmm. All because you wanted to turn it over to the kids? I could have told you that shit wasn't going to work. Could have told you that. Give it to people, even if you would have signed Iglesias. This is how I know how easy it would have been. You re-sign Iglesias. You let them compete with Iglesias for the bench roles and see who gets the playing time. If Iglesias doesn't play well and you decide that you want to go in another direction or you feel that some other person could be able to take that spot, if you go ahead and negotiate a trade or DFA him at that point, fine. If it's not working. But the fact that he wanted to come back and he waited most of the offseason to try to negotiate a deal with the Mets, and you let him go to the San Diego Padres. Silent Assassin, can you tell me where the Padres are right now?
Doing pretty good.
They're a couple of games out of first place.
And
they are walking down the Dodgers right now. Yep. Because, again, you mix talent with chemistry. Magic happens in baseball. We see it all the time. And it's not about crunching numbers on a computer. It's not about launch angles and all of this advanced metrics and this WRC plus and all this garbage. It's about that guy got those guys to love the game and have fun and relax a bit. Because at the end of the day, this is a game. It is a big business, but they looked like they had fun. And how can we keep that type of energy and still be able to compete at the highest level? You got to keep that guy around. So, in closing, because this was a long rant, I'm upset and I'm tired of watching them. I will stop watching them for a little while until they get their stuff together. I did the same thing last year. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me and my optimism. Mets gonna be good this year. I'm the kid from Queens. I love it. Love Queens. Maybe it's me. So I'm gonna step back and I'm gonna watch from a distance. As I've had it. I've had it with the build. I've had it with listening to David Stearns. Listening to him right now bothers me because it sounds like all gaslighting. And I've been too accustomed to gaslighters. You went ahead and go trade off. You traded nothing to get those guys in bullpen. Great. Why could we have gotten one starting pitcher? Doesn't have to be the best. It could have been anybody. That was better than what we got. Moving on.